The Frierdiker Rebbe, do you recall, is talking about the difference between Midas and Moishe. In the world of emotion, then two disparate worlds can feel that they are on equal footing. So what was his name? Huh? Yeah, he shouted. I shouted. This was the Laser Boruch in the Lubavitch describing his exploits in the Russian-Turkish war. I shouted, and the general shouted, and we fought. Right? So on that emotional level, he equates himself. The second story, when there's element of moich and then there's whoa, this is beyond me, which is our subject a little bit, right? Yeah. So it's a kind of a cute story. So we started saying that the Rebbe Rashab, when he was in Würzburg in Germany, so he had a connection, a relationship with the Rav Bomberger, who was a big Talmud Chacham. Now, this is forget about to say that. Not just Talmud Chacham, but a big Talmud Chacham. I'm talking about a Gon Olam. And many times, which is beyond us. Pasha didn't understand such goodness. Now, many times they spoke in learning. And interestingly enough, Rav Bomberger also saw, in their discussions, on occasion, explanations of the Rebbe Rashab in Nigle. Can you imagine? We don't have these things. And he very much enjoyed the Rebbe Rashab's Biyurim in Nigle. Yeah? So once it happened, he came into the Rebbe Rashab's room. He's in a hotel. When the Rebbe was busy, immersed in writing the Hemshech of Tafrei Samavov, from the deepest Hemshech in Chassidus. So he thought that he's writing Nigle. And he said, do you mind if I look at the manuscript? When he looked at it, he sees he's speaking about Neshamas and Malachim. He recoiled and said, "Bispailas, you have to do," and this is in his German Yiddish, "Yihat Sutan mit Neshamas and Malachim." And wow, this is completely beyond me. So the Rebbe is saying there's a Moshe, and the Biel is explaining. There's a story which happened. He's a Bal Moichen. He was an intellectual. And when he understood that here he's confronting an element of intellectual, of academia, in Torah, that is completely beyond him, he was emes, he's spineless, and didn't no delusions that he has some connection here. Unlike Laser Boruchs, that he and the general, we fought, side by side. So that the Abriel concludes. Listen to the Abriel's conclusion. If you don't learn the way we're supposed to, aside from the fact that you lack knowledge, you lack information, then you do not have a true derech eretz, using Rabbi's words here. Hakorav avchana in the appreciation of the loftiness of what you're learning, and remain disconnected from you. On the contrary, unlike the Rav, if you don't have true understanding, then you think you're mechutin there in these ideas. You delude yourself that you have some kind of appreciation. You don't have the bittul. I was talking in the Maimah here that the mahuz is the gamri meruchak. He's talking in the world of ideas. Rabbi is talking in the world of ideas. Dafka, because he was a big gon, a big lamdam, and he saw this, he realized this is there's no shaykhs. That's only because he was an emes maven. He didn't fool himself as an understanding. But if we don't learn properly, we learn externally, then he feels he has I got it, I understand it, but it's not so good, not completely, but he's a mechutin there. I'm in the picture. He could be in the picture if he's going to toil and hard at that. That's going to create great effort to get there. But the instantaneous, I got it, that's because Adrab, you have no shaykhs to. You like relating to it emotionally, maybe, but not understanding it. And even emotionally, lavdafka. Clear what is the story? It's a subtle story. Yeah.
A little bit scared to say I understand the story.
We get the story. Yeah, I think we all get the story. All right. A wonderful day. So, tomorrow.